welcome to Call of Cthulhu. This is the next game of my series. I love H.P. Lovecraft and Cthulhu stuff, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this. Let us get started. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Alright. Whew. I like that in most of the games, Cthulhu games, where like a detective of some sort. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who, in his callousness, can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. I do recommend his books. They're not for the, faint of heart. Ew. Oh my god. Oh, my Oh, okay. I thought I was underwater for a second. I was like, no. No, thank you. I am going to turn the sound down real quick, because it does seem like it's pretty loud. We'll just turn everything down like that and see how that does. Yes, apply settings. Because I know I talk pretty quiet. Crouch, press control. Okay. Where are we? Hello? Oh, what's this? You must light up some items in order to interact with them. How? There's a lantern. Is that what I need? When an object can be picked up, press E. Ooh! Thank you. Fuck this shit, though. Is that it? Is that something moving in the water? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There's nothing over here for me to look at. I'm not here. I didn't see nothing. I'm leaving. Oh. Oh, it was a tool. Oh, okay. Me and water monsters do not mix. So I'm just gonna leave? You know, you do your thing, Mr. Water Monster. I want to go this way.
My wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
What? Get up. Voices in my head? God, ew.
What a putrid offering.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want this if I was a god. It's pretty gross. What about, like...
Fight. You have been chosen.
Why do I need to run? Do I have to run? Mr. Voice in my head? What's this? Can I go in here? Oh, I can.
Behold,
Oh.
everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oh, God. Okay, it was a dream. Oh. Whew.
I hate whiskey.
Then why do you drink it? Consult diary. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine, for the moment. What's that?
I wonder why I
Sleeping
still
pills?
take these things.
The doctor prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effort has been wearing off. Okay, what's this?
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Yeah, it doesn't look very comfortable.
I used to be an avid reader.
Me too. Can I... Okay.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
October 1924. I don't want to leave.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Damn.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
These are your investigations. Okay. There's whiskey. Let's turn that off. Ooh, what's
Been
this?
a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Telephone? Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. But they are different. Unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Nah, we don't need a drink. I think that's everything. Alright, hello?
I'm
Pierce
listening.
speaking.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Yes.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Huh. Oh. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Ooh. Oh. And I have one more point. Let's do that. Okay, I think that's good for now.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
You got pizza? Oh. Oh wait, is that pizza?
Sir,
Oh, it's a
I
painting.
came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Damn, you just come in and start talking shit.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Nope.
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector.
Never mind.
All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
The painting?
I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Oh, is that her kid behind her? I wonder if that's supposed to be her husband then. Because I think that's her, and then that's Simon. Unless she just didn't care about protecting her husband.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out a part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they, nevertheless, insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? And then a press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Where did she live?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Okay, I read about her mental fragility in the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Was she schizophrenic?
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay, unlocked answer. You shouldn't take this painting lightly.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home.
Oh, so you got it after she died?
The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Alright, okay, something's not right with this story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mention Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Alright, find out about Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
That's all the information I need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed his case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Okay. Alright, 1 second. I want to make sure... Okay, it is. Just wanted to double check, make sure this shit was recording.
Natural sciences, linguistics. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
Ooh.
But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
That's a scary sound.
But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories of by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the wall of long-abandoned cave. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small island, or their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
What's this? Oh. Oh, a medicine book. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatments. Oh. Oh, so it gave me some progress for my medicine, I think. That's my sanity. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. I'm not going to read everything because that would take forever. But this is just... Oh, I got a lighter. Lost Battalion. 10-7-18. Oh, and then all my little notes. Okay. Alright. Can I... Okay, I can't. I think that's it. We should be good to go. To Darkwater. Oh, I gotta hold it. Chapter 2. Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. I wonder how far off the coast it is.
We're almost there.
Scylla. Sao Paulo. Green Bay. Oh, it is a tiny town. The water looks gross.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Thank you.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Dude, this document wants to fall
A
apart.
sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Do they?
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
Ew. It's like in my
You
dream.
know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up.
Okay.
Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Okay.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Oh, thank you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay. So, if they live on this rocky ass island with like no plant life, oh look at that big mansion up there. With no plant life, do they just live off like fish and what they catch? That would be gross. Ugh. Hopefully they get like imports of like vegetables or fruits of some sort. I guess let's go check out what's going on over here.
Move back. Let the police do their work.
Hello, I'm a police officer too.
Hey, Sullivan, the same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Um. These sailors get upset over nothing.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago.
Oh, so this
Only a
is recent.
specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Something
It's a
took a big
sign.
chunk out of it,
There's
and it's a
something
pretty big
coming.
thing.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't
Oh, you don't have
understand.
anything to say about the warehouse. All right.
Water, you shysters. You're
I thought I would be able to ask you some more questions, but I guess not. Let's go see what's going on over here. Hello.
You're already
hi.
in trouble.
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
Oh.
There's nothing to sort out.
Okay.
Your chum wanted to stir
You guys aren't like the friendliest of people, are ya? Oh, there's a little crab. Oh, he's two little crabs. Alright. Let's check out the bar. Ew. That's not very sanitary.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
It wasn't me who went looking for it. Oh, that's eloquence, strength. Here, I'll just say sorry.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
No prohibition around here?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
I'm looking for Warehouse 36.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see,
Unless
yeah.
everyone knows it.
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I don't want to drink. Let's find out about Darkwater. Oh. Why the stranded whale?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I find out about Sarah Hawkins.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
It's true that they were strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Enough said about Sarah.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I think that's about it. We'll leave.
That'll be all for
Thank
now.
you. Okay. What does this say? Captain Fitzroy, Hawkins, Winchester, Andrews?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Oh. Wasn't he rich? Hey, fellas. What y'all doing? Oh, asylum? There's an asylum here on this little island?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
21st May 1847. Miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Okay.
What did he say?
I feel like they caught something, strange. Hey!
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Oh.
That's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a
What are you
book,
reading?
after all. Pure knowledge.
Okay, he doesn't have anything else to say. Hi, fellas.
You like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What is this song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What was it, though? The end of whaling.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous
Oh, so it was a whale?
catch.
Exactly.
Okay.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
I don't like
So
that you keep
long.
twisting your neck all weird.
I had the wings of the girly boys. I was pleasant men fly home.
Alright, I'll just let y'all keep on singing. We'll look around. Hello.
What you looking at, stranger?
She can certainly put them away.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. I feel like she's like the boss that the guy was talking about that's getting the alcohol on the island. So we'll just we'll let her do her own thing. Alright, let's go check on Fitzroy. Buddy.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier, Cat. Oh, I bet that's the lady that was in the bar. I bet that's Cat. Who is this?
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess
All
this
the
blackboard
whales.
hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Well, they did catch like every type of whale.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
He's not looking at me. I wouldn't go in here. What's this? Oh, another medicine. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Alright, I'll take that, definitely. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna snoop around your stuff.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Okay.
What a macabre
that's the leg.
souvenir.
What the fuck? Okay. It's an interesting, yeah, thing to keep. But, I mean, you do you, I guess. Oh.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you.
Over there?
But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
This?
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Oh, they did mark out a lot of it. Okay. It's out here. Oh, it just loops around. Okay.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I thought the fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
But you're the harbor master. Shouldn't you know what's coming in and out of the harbor? Let's talk about Darkwater. Ooh. Who's Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Sorry.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
This photograph looks strangely like you.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I did. I saw the killer whale on the wharf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What would have killed it?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Why are they putting it back into the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
What is this miraculous catch?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Okay. Let's ask about the
I'm
warehouse.
looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Which,
You know
the one
who
that
the
cops
building
in, I guess?
belongs to, don't you?
Hawkins? Belonged to the Hawkins family, right?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
I'm just gonna leave.
I shall be on my way.
I think I've gotten everything
So
from
come
you.
back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. Oh, I got a point. Let's go ahead. Let's do that. Then let's do I gotta get inside the warehouse? Is it where the cop's leaning against right there? Oh yeah, they moved the whale a bit, so I can actually come over this way now.
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
Or is it...
Get it. Nobody
Is it that big-ass one? It kind of showed me a lot of buildings when it had me look over here. I'm gonna check out what's over this way. Look at this statue real quick. Ooh, that's a spooky sound. There's a lot of, like, shipwrecked boats. That was the Scylla, right? It's over there. What is this? Sir Brendan, the Navigator. Occultism?
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers.
I think
Desecrated.
Face is gone.
I can't even say which language it's written in.
Okay. Okay, I can go a little bit faster. Ooh, can I sneak in right here? No? Okay. What are you doing? Can I talk to you? No? How about you two fellas? What y'all up to?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
Do what?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never done such a thing.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
Oh, are they guarding
What
where I need
brings
to
you
go?
to Darkwater?
Who are the guys that are keeping guard?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers.
Oh.
Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Damn. Who's Cat?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Find out about the islands. Is this where you live?
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
You don't have any work?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Why don't you go to the mainland? About St. Brendan.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
Can you chill?
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Alright, I think I got
I've
everything
taken
I need
enough of
to.
your time.
We'll see you later.
Alright.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay. Get some, like, blackmail stuff. Hey, fellas.
This guy? No idea. You better. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I'm sure I smell better than you. Oh, I don't know if my eloquence is high enough. Fuck it.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh, yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
She uses a stiletto.
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
What do you mean the
I have to
warehouse?
take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
Nice. I did it. Alright, let me in. Fake suckers. Well, that's broken. What's this? There we go.
Let's see.
Oh. Oh, I have to lockpick?
Perfect.
Oh.
Oh, this place stinks.
Oh, is this the warehouse? What's in here? Oh, I got a thingy. Where was I putting that? Here? There. Oh, shit. I keep doing that. I forget I have to actually validate it.
What is the connection between this place
Close
and the
that.
Sarah Hawkins case?
Enter a reconstruction scene. Oh. It was bright.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Oh, medicine.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
No.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Oh.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
It's definitely creepy. Can I... There we go.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Okay. So someone's been living in this warehouse. Ooh.
What happened here?
Is that everything? Yeah. Get out of this mode. Ooh, and I got another point. There we go. Ew. Anything else in here? No. I don't think I want to go out this way. Wait, so what do I do? Oh, shit. Hold on. Do I just go back out this way?
Someone has settled in
Oh.
here.
Shit.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case.
Oh, hi.
Is there anyone in there?
It's me.
You! Don't move!
Hi, Bradley.
You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Let's team up. Please.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
I'm sneaky.
God damn it. Her again.
Oh, hi, Cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, You've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Jesus.
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Jesus.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Oh, that one?
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Nice. Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as a partially charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Alright. That's a very quiet car. Oh, there it goes. Oh, someone's watching us. So the Hawkins were the family
Well,
that
here we are.
owned the
Hawkins
ships.
mansion.
That's why they were able to afford all this. But in its glory days, it looked awesome and not
The
so
place has
spooky.
been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Winchester? I thought the mansion burnt in a fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you?
Yes, I am.
The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is.
Oh.
Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Why do you have like eyeliner on now? You know the place very well.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Why is the caretaker still here?
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Let's play anything we should be wary of.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
This place is falling into ruin.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So,
Already?
since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Nope. Let's not waste any time.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Sure.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, I bet this place looked amazing back in the day. Lots of work put into it. Oh, let me investigate.
Bradley was right. This place is much
1693
older than I imagined.
By
But
Reverend
the
John
architecture
Plywood?
seems too recent.
Oh. Hilltop House. Wickwood, that was his name. It turned away before I was able to read all of it. Alright. So it wasn't even in the Hawkins family to start. Oh, is this their graves? Sarah?
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Oh. Who's this? Oh, all his stuff's smashed.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
It doesn't even say anything.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Someone desecrated one of the graves.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Unless he did it. Such a strange final resting
Why
place.
were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Oh, I've seen
Let's
enough.
go to the mansion.
I actually haven't seen enough. I still have
Please
one more
give
to
me a
look at.
minute. I didn't
Simon's.
expect to
Poor
see
kid.
anyone here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary?
They're so like spread apart
Steal a
too,
bird painting?
instead of being like
I don't
side
see
by side.
Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that.
I know you're talking, but I got stuff to look at. Okay. Well, I don't want to go that way because yeah, there was somewhere over here to go look. I wonder why Sarah married Hawkins, because she was from the mainland. Like, I wonder how they met. And I don't know why she would want to move here. I would not, personally. If I fell in love with someone who lived here, I'd force them to move to the mainland. I'd be like, nope, sorry. Oh, look, there's a little cabin.
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Oh, they make him live in a little shitty shack on the fucking outside of the house. I guess that makes sense, but damn. They have a nice view of the town and everything. Again, this place probably looked magnificent back in the day. I wonder if it's the original house, or if the original house that the Reverend built was torn down and replaced, or if they just expanded
Recently
on it.
fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Was it fallen or chopped
Sturdy
down?
and well sharpened.
Where did that even fall from? Right there? It's a very peculiar spot for a fallen tree to be. Alright. Let's head on up. Is he? Yeah, he's still sitting over there looking at the graves. The trees look a little burnt, like some of them, or maybe that's just dead trees. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Now we're up at the main floor. Hello, birdie. It's the only like wildlife besides the little crabs that we've seen. What? What?
The axe is gone. I'd better be on my guard.
I literally was like 2 seconds ago. Damn, old fucking Silas is fast. Unless it's someone else that's here. Could be, because if Silas has been living in his shack, there was still someone who was living in the warehouse.
I'll have to find another entrance.
They boarded up the front door. This is so strange. who the house is going to go to now. Like, if Charles had any, like, siblings or nephews or nieces or something. Because the only other relative we know of is Sarah's dad.
This entrance is still in use.
I didn't want to go in just yet.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Oh, you scared me.
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
Please don't hurt me.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Do not defile
You
this place.
haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Sarah Hawkins was important to you.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Alright. Oh, I like your, like, ponytail. I'm gonna go check out your house first, though, if you don't mind. You know, you stay up here with your creepy axe. Where the fuck is Bradley? Bradley didn't help me at all. He was supposed to. That's the whole reason I brought him along. What's over here?
This gate is locked.
Oh. Where does that go? We're on the back side of the mansion. Anything? No. Okay. Oh, look, he has another axe. This man just loves axes, doesn't he? Okay.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Can't really see what's in there. Not a lot.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Can I go in? Oh, no. Okay. Ooh. What did that do? Nothing? Just let me look in there a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, he does not have a whole lot in there. Nice and simple. Alright. Let's go up into the house then. You still over here, Silas? Oh, there's Bradley. There you are, fucker. Where'd Silas go?
Shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
All right. Nope.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Chapter 3, Hawkins Mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch of the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire. Bradley didn't help me calm him down. That was all me. Bradley was still in the graveyard. Ooh, look at that creepy shadow in the hallway over there. Ooh.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Probably Silas. Spooky light. Is this the dining room? Ew.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
That they ate disgusting food. I don't care what kind of fish that is. I would not eat it. I don't know what that is, but it's so gross.
What kind of meat is this?
Disgusting. That's what kind it is.
This place is for the head of the family.
So Charles.
Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Also, he got mad about that. Where's Sarah?
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Because that food's gross.
Something happened at this table. An argument?
Alright, let's get out of this mood.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins
Ooh, it's a
family
dead
life.
rat. Ugh.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
I wonder if the windows were boarded up before or after. Oh.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Middle class? I feel like they're upper class. Maybe in this day and age. I mean, look at this fucking house. Oh, that's where the fire happened. Okay. What's this? Oh, their picture.
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself.
He's a very stern-looking man.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Huh.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Oh, there's someone's body.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Probably. Oh.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
What's this?
They had a fight.
A smashed lantern.
Why?
She's probably gonna leave his ass. Crouch.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Yeah, right now the boy's body is the only one I can find.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
I think I got everything. Take another look-see-loo. Oops. Here, oh, I can't. Oh, hold on, I'm stuck. Yeah, I can't. So there has to be one more thing around here. Oh, here? Oh!
Did someone
ran.
escape the fire?
Probably Charles. Or maybe he has a guilty conscience because he survived and his wife and child died.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
What's that? A medal? Or a bottle?
And the boy.
Oh, it's a toy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
The fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
The couple had a fight.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Oh, I get a character point. 1 second, Bradley. Oh, I got a couple of points. I was gonna say, I'm trying to get all my stuff to 3 at least.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Here's a rat. Oh, it says History of Medicine. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. Does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. Ooh, how's my medicine going? Okay. So I'm at 2 for medicine and only 1 for occultism still. Okay. Those I can only level up by finding stuff. Ooh.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Whoever survived the fire, I assume. I'm gonna guess Charles survived. What's this?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea. This door is blocked from the outside.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy. Oh, this is blocked. Okay.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Ooh.
Dated 1818.
Good book. I highly recommend. Spooky sounds. Moby Dick.
Moby Dick. Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Copy of the novel Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Classic, especially for a family of whalers.
Mandatory reading for
Oh,
any whaler, I guess.
What's this?
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Trying to show that they had money. Ooh. I don't like his pictures. Oh, that looks like the portrait. I bet that painting is of him then. It's either like the real version of him or something. Oh, look at them.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Wow, that was a long time ago. Oh, spooky.
Okay. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Oh, what the boat's named after.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by 2 families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Oh, so 2 different families came to this island and really started the town.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
I have lots of books. I would love to have a library this big. Oh. Oh.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
I wonder if that's a real skull. Probably.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
A rare edition of Jules Verne's novel.
Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Am I gonna take that one too? I did. Ooh, crowbar. Crowbar found at Hawkins Manor. It probably belonged to the caretaker.
Crowbar. Could prove useful.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna go whack some people with it. Okay. What's over here?
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have already held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Hello? Thought I saw something. And the lightning flashed. Well, it's very dark over here. It's locked.
Locked.
Oh, all her empty canvases. Ooh, I can go in here.
What will her room reveal about her?
That she likes to sleep in the dark. It is dark as fuck. What's in here?
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates, they act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that I know something. Oh, so she was probably addicted. Bet she was like schizophrenic or something. What's in here? Oh, I gotta pick the lock.
Perfect.
Let me in. Oh. Oh, Sarah. Can I open it from this side now? No?
Locked.
Spooky.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Painting for Boston client, $230. Painting for JF, $170. Boston client, $200. Boston client, $230. Painting for FS, exhibition, $350. Well, so she made a decent bit of money. FS is definitely the one she sold to the most. Dr. F. Oh, painting for AD. It was returned. Dr. F treatment. Nothing. The Shambler for FS. It's a gift.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Francis Sanders.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult?
Obviously.
What was she trying to achieve?
Alright. I'm just gonna keep investigating the manor. I don't like having the little icons. I gotta click through them just to clear it up. There we go.
Bradley?
Hello?
Is that you?
What's up here?
Is anyone there?
Hello? I heard you. Silas? Bradley? Ghost of Sarah? Thank God there was just a lit lantern right there on the floor for me to grab. What are you kicking? Oh. Oh, it's me. What the fuck? At least I think that's me.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
Bradley, you're not doing a very good job, you know, having
This
my back
door
and
was
stuff.
closed earlier.
Oh yeah, I tried to open this. And it was
Where
locked.
did he go? It looks like an old seaway map.
Somebody has added coordinates to this old sea map. They make up a journey. Oh. Okay.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Ooh.
Do you really think that your fugitive came
Doesn't
in
work.
here? I
I
don't
must
see
have
any
missed
way
something.
out.
Oil refill. Oh.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
In this photograph, Charles Hawkins and Captain Fitzroy are posing with a third man. They seem close. Oh, in front of the really big house.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
A map of Darkwater hand-drawn by Charles Hawkins. Some places have been circled.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off
wait a
not
second.
touching them for the moment.
I'm gonna see if I can do the puzzle. The Scylla, prodigal, the Orpheus, the Saint Claudine. I don't know. Maybe it's this one. 33N, 53 West. Oh. I can't really see.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Hold on. Ooh.
Doesn't, as if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Oh. Oh, there's something in there.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Huh.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
It doesn't really tell you which coordinates you're supposed to go by. 'Cause I assume it would be the Scylla.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
1 second. Oh.
Seems like this came from a log.
Oh, a logbook. Monday, 24th, May 1847. Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident he says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. Sunday, 30th, May 1847, 47 north, 55 west. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. Tuesday 1st, June 1847, 49 north, 61 west. We chopped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beast, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Friday, 4th, June 1847, 57 north, 51 west. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. Wednesday, 23rd, June 1847, 33 north, 53 west. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into the memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Tuesday, 29th, June 1847, Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus. Return with empty holds. Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. So, 33 and 53 west.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
33 north, which would be like around here. Oh, nope, that's not what I was trying to do.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
And 53 west.
Doesn't work.
I get it.
Looks like it worked.
Nice.
Well done, Pierce.
Thank you. So that's where they caught the miraculous catch then. Ooh, Chapter 4. Tunnels under the Hawkins Mansion. Inside the Hawkins Mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officers set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnel under the mansion. I think this is where I'm going to stop this one. We've done the first 3 chapters. I think it's a pretty good spot.
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
Yes, it is.
That guy must have already gotten far.
Bradley.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
Not yet. We will next time. Shit, hold on. But thank you for anyone for watching, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube for anyone who wants to watch it in the future. But thank you, and have good luck with any of your distractions.